Welcome back to another episode of Arizona Life. This is Rich, Brecklin, your favorite Arizona real estate agent. Now today we are again back on the tundra, going for another road trip, and we're talking about Gilbert versus Chandler. You know, which one's better? Well, which one's better for you? Which one's better for me? These are my observations. These are things that, by living here, here's things I've picked up, what I've noticed, and what some of my clients have also said. And I'm going to be your eyes while you're not here, so we can kind of get a feel of what it's like to to choose either one to call home before you can actually call either one home. Now there are a lot of similarities, a lot more similarities than there are differences, and we're going to hit on everything. Again, this is my observation, things that I noticed from living here, along with some facts. Also, if you want to stay up to date on the videos and topics I am going over here in Arizona, be sure to hit that subscribe and notification bell. And if you like this video, please consider giving a thumbs up. It really helps get the video out there, help more people see it, and it gives me some feedback on topics you want to hear about. To kick this video off, we're going to talk about the downtown areas of Chandler and in Gilbert. Both are similar, both are different. I love both, so here we go. So right now we are in downtown Chandler. Now, comparing downtown Chandler to downtown Gilbert, definitely some similarities, yet also some differences. Now, as you notice when you're looking here around downtown, the shops are a little bit older, a little bit different style, as compared to Gilbert. But Gilbert also has an older part of the Heritage District. It wasn't until not that many years ago where all those new buildings there to the north were added on. But they both have some really cool downtown areas, really cool restaurants. I love Santan Brewing Company down here in Chandler. A lot of my clients love going here. And you can find something, not just for adults, but they also have foods that my kids will eat, which is always important when we're going out. Here in downtown Chandler, you're gonna find different shops, boutiques, again, restaurants, bars, and it's pretty easy to get to. If I'm coming here from Gilbert, I'm gonna jump on the 202. I'm here, 10 minutes, super easy drive. The one thing though, parking can be a little bit difficult. If we're coming down here Saturday, middle of the day, a lot of other people also have that same idea. So they really don't have as much parking that I find, the downtown Gilbert area having. So downtown Gilbert, you have the parking deck, you'll have the big empty lot that's gravel. You can park to and just walk just a little bit. But here in downtown Chandler, it's just not as accessible. It gets pretty tight. But I mean, that's just one of the things I've noticed that are different is the parking. And then I think there was also, it feels like there's a lot more shops in downtown Chandler. So Gilbert, it's spread out. I don't want to say spread out, but it's a longer stretch where this is more almost like a square. I guess you can call it a square. But feels like there's a lot more shops here in downtown Chandler. So it depends on what you're looking for. But yeah, I'm not going to give these a rating, but just the difference in style. And as you're walking around downtown Chandler, I like walking around down here just as much as I like walking around downtown Gilbert. But decent sidewalks, the covered area. But you do notice, and I mentioned this a second ago, that it's an older feel. I mean, Chandler itself is, it feels like it's a little older than Gilbert, and it definitely had, more growth early on, and then, Gilbert just exploded, pretty much past, 1990. Gilbert has taken off like a rocket ship, where I think Gilbert in 1990 had around 30,000 people, Chandler had around 90,000. And now they're both over 250,000 with Chandler leading that population growth. But Chandler's pretty much as big as it can get, where Gilbert still has some room to grow. Not much, but I'd say they could probably, at least not me, but the experts are saying that Gilbert, has room for maybe 60,000 more people. So it'll be interesting to see, if that growth does continue on the path it's on. Now, downtown Chandler, a little bit older than the Heritage District. Now the Heritage District does have some older buildings, but they've added quite a few over the last few years. But they both have, you know, shops and restaurants. I feel that downtown Gilbert has more of the restaurant, bar, and you know, things like that. With downtown Chandler, yeah, you have restaurants, bars, but you also have, you know, a lot more of the shops and the boutiques. When it comes to the locations of Gilbert and Chandler, we're both Southeast Valley, both not that far from Phoenix. Now, Gilbert is a little, I'll say a little, but it's further east than Chandler, but still both easy access to, you know, if you need to get to Phoenix, to Mesa, Tempe, you know, pretty much, you know, not that big a difference if you need to get out of the town you're in and head over to check something else out, like if you're going to a game or whatever. Now, take this for what it's worth. Just, you know, my own observation from living here and things that, you know, that just have stood out to me is, you know, Gilbert feels like it's more congested, more people. Even though Chandler has a higher population, Gilbert just feels like it's just tight. You know, traffic feels heavier. It just feels a little bit more crowded, which is weird, even though Chandler is pretty much fully built out and they have more people. But I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just all in my head, but that's just something I felt living in Gilbert, and that's some of my other Gilbert resident friends have also said the same thing. Another thing I've noticed while driving around in both towns, again, this isn't good or bad, just something I've noticed is, you know, I see more people on the corner asking for money, asking for help in Chandler than I do in Gilbert. Again, not saying good, not saying bad, it's just something I've noticed in, you know, in my travels driving in the area. Now, when it comes to homes here, you're gonna find awesome homes in both locations. It doesn't matter what it is you're looking for. If you're looking for luxury, you can find it in Chandler. If you're looking for luxury, you can find it in Gilbert. Now, when it comes to the average sales price though, Chandler is gonna be a little bit less than Gilbert. Now, I'm looking back at the most time of this video, you know, 6-month sale average. So in Chandler, it's around 515. In Gilbert, that number is closer to 560,000. So if you want to live in Chandler, you can save a little bit of money versus Gilbert. So it's something to think about, you know, if you're going to get more bang for your buck in Chandler compared to Gilbert. Also, through my research, the average income of a Chandler, you know, resident or household is around 80 versus 100K in Gilbert. So again, take that for what it's worth and how that applies to you, and do with it as you see fit. Now, when it comes to public safety, Gilbert and Chandler, now both places I would not hesitate to call home. Both are, I would consider, for myself, I would consider them both safe. Both places I would not hesitate to raise my family. Now, I know I've covered the downtown areas of both, but if you're looking for like the shopping mall or the shopping experience, you know, both do have options. Tons of places there. It's your, you know, your typical mall, but tons of cool stores. They have the Crayola experience, which we've taken our daughters to, and they absolutely love. If you're going to do that and you're going to go there more than once, then it is definitely worth getting that year pass for the Crayola experience. I did not think it'd be as expensive to go, you know, color, but it's actually a pretty cool time. So we were there for like 2 hours. So it's a neat experience if, you know, not even if you don't even have kids, but if it's something you want to go check out. You know, my wife and I, we had just as much fun as the girls, and myself coloring there at the table with them. And then Gilbert also has Santan Village. So that place has, I mean, there's tons of different restaurants and bars and shops, and just depending on what it is you're looking for. We love, you know, Blue Wasabi. There's an awesome bourbon place there if you like, you know, steak and bourbon. But both, you know, if you're looking for the mall experience, you know, you have options in both places. Speaking about homes and where to live, both Gilbert and Chandler have some really great communities. Now, I've mentioned before that Chandler, you know, it's a little bit older than Gilbert and maybe has some more established neighborhoods. You know, Ocotillo has been called, you know, the Venice of Chandler. If that's something you're looking for, kind of a cool, unique neighborhood. And 12 Oaks is also a really awesome neighborhood. Tons of parks. And some of the great Gilbert neighborhoods, and I've done videos on this before, you have, you know, Power Ranch, Seville, Val Vista Lakes, but a lot of unique experiences. I feel the neighborhoods in Gilbert may be, I mean, they're a little bit newer because I feel like Gilbert is newer built out than Chandler, but I think you're gonna have some more unique type neighborhoods. You know, they're gonna be fairly similar, but if you're looking for something that's separate, it just depends on you and what it is you're looking for the home that you buy and where you wanna lay your head every night. Now, when it comes to jobs and career, Chandler has become a tech hotbed. We have so many tech companies calling Chandler home, and I think that is helping with the draw and the growth of the valley. But Gilbert really doesn't have that, which Chandler does. Now, Gilbert has some awesome companies, awesome businesses, but I think Chandler is, you know, they're number one when it comes to, you know, tech-based jobs. Now, when it comes to parks in Gilbert and Chandler, you're not gonna go wrong at either place. Both have some really great options. You know, we love our Gilbert parks, we love our Chandler parks. Right now, I'm at Veterans Oasis Park in Chandler. Really, really cool spot. You know, I have awesome trails. I mean, I just saw some lizards run by. Then you have the lake where you can go fishing. And that's the other thing about being right here is, you know, man-made or not, if you're looking for a spot where you can at least enjoy being on the water, you know, sit back enjoying your day fishing, you can find it here. But man-made or not, it's awesome having these lakes here in Gilbert and Chandler, and with so many parks offering them in both spots, it just makes another just awesome options for you to choose from. Now, I can't tell you, I can't rank Gilbert or Chandler higher than the other because both have some awesome parks. Again, we're at Veterans Oasis in Chandler. There's, I mean, so many parks here in Chandler. It feels like we're learning about a new one, you know, every time we're going out. And then Gilbert, I've covered other parks. You know, you have Freestone Park, Gilbert Regional. There's always something new coming up, but a lot of awesome options for parks here in Gilbert and Chandler. Like I said, we're at Veterans Oasis in Chandler, and it's weird when you're coming here. It's like you're in Chandler, you're in Gilbert, you're in Chandler again. So, and that's one thing you'll find is, you know, Gilbert and Chandler, they're almost intertwined. All in all, I love both places. I don't think you're gonna go wrong with calling Gilbert home. You're not gonna go wrong with calling Chandler home. It depends on what it is you're looking for, the neighborhood, you know, the schools, the community. You know, maybe if you work in Gilbert, you want to live in Gilbert. If you work in Chandler, you want to live in Chandler. You just want to cut down that commute. You know, it's not gonna be, you know, crazy long, but if you can, you know, make it minimal, that may help you. But it just depends, you know, person to person. I like both places. They're similar, they're different. It's gonna come down to what fits you best. If you like this video, please consider subscribing, give it a thumbs up, hit that notification bell. Let me know if there's anything else you wanna see, what you wanna learn about, but I look forward to meeting with you when you decide to call Arizona home. This is Rich with eXp Realty and Arizona Life. I'll see you next time.